I was making breakfast when my phone buzzed with a family group chat notification. Mom had been sharing her garden photos all week, so I almost ignored it. Almost. The preview showed my sister-in-law Emma's name and a video file. Something made me tap it. Maybe it was the weird timing, 6:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. Maybe it was how she'd been acting strange at Sunday dinner, avoiding eye contact with me and Mark. The video loaded. 15 seconds in, I recognized the moans. 20 seconds in, I recognized the voice saying, "God, I've missed this." 30 seconds in, I saw my husband's face buried between my sister-in-law's thighs in what looked like our guest bedroom. My coffee mug hit the kitchen floor and shattered. The group chat exploded. Mark's mom, "Emma, what is this?" His dad, "Jesus Christ, take this down." My own mother, "I don't understand what I'm looking at." Then Emma, frantic, "OMG, wrong chat, I am so sorry," trying to delete. But screenshots live forever. And in a family of 12 adults who all saw that notification, someone had already saved it. Mark walked into the kitchen as I stood there shaking, phone in hand, coffee soaking into my bare feet. "Babe, what happened?" I heard something break. I held up my screen. Watched his face go white. Watched him open his mouth, close it, then just sit down hard in the nearest chair. "Sarah, I can explain." "Explain what?" "That you've been fucking your brother's wife? That she was filming it? That she just sent it to your entire family by accident while trying to delete evidence?" He buried his face in his hands. "It wasn't supposed to happen like this." "How was it supposed to happen, Mark? How long?" 2 years. 2 years. While I was working 60-hour weeks to pay off his student loans. While I was planning our future, talking about kids, defending him to my friends who said he seemed distant. While I was loving him completely, he was next door at his brother Dave's house every Tuesday when Dave worked late shifts. My phone kept buzzing. The family group chat had gone nuclear. Dave's messages were just question marks and "what the fuck," Emma repeated over and over. Mark's sister asking if this was real. His mom trying to delete the video that was already burned into everyone's phones. "Sarah, please." It meant nothing. Emma was going through a rough patch with Dave, and I was just being supportive, and it just happened. Happened? For 2 years it just happened? While I was here making you dinner and doing your laundry and thinking we were happy? I looked at him, really looked, and saw a stranger. The man I'd spent 6 years with. The man whose ring I was wearing. The man who'd held me while I cried about my dad's cancer diagnosis last month, who knew exactly how I liked my coffee, who still left me stupid love notes on the bathroom mirror. None of it was real. My phone rang. Dave's name on the screen. I answered. "Sarah?" His voice was broken. Did you see?" "Yeah. I'm coming over." "Emma's locked herself in the bathroom. I need to know how long you've known." "I found out the same time you did. Same time everyone did." When Dave arrived, Mark was still sitting in that kitchen chair like he'd been paralyzed. Dave didn't even look at his brother. Just asked me if I had anywhere to go. "This is my house too," I said. "Not anymore, it's not." Mark finally spoke. "My name's on the deed." That's when I knew. Not just that it was over, but that he'd already thought about this moment. Already planned for it. You don't casually remind someone they have no legal claim to the home you've shared unless you've considered what happens when it all falls apart. Dave helped me pack a bag. Mark sat there and watched. Didn't apologize again. Didn't beg. Just sat there like he was waiting for us to leave so he could figure out how to do damage control. As I was walking out, my phone buzzed one more time. A text from Emma, "I'm sorry. I never meant for you to find out like this." I turned around and looked at Mark one last time. "She's sorry I found out like this. Not sorry she did it. That tell you everything you need to know?" He didn't answer. I closed the door behind me and heard the lock click. The video went viral in our small town within 48 hours. Someone's cousin shared it. Then their friend. Then their friend's coworker. By Thursday, I couldn't go to the grocery store without strangers staring and whispering. I took leave from work. Couldn't sit in meetings with people who'd seen my husband cheating in HD quality. My boss was understanding, but I could see the pity in her eyes. The same pity I saw everywhere now. Mark blocked me on everything. Changed the locks on our house. Had his lawyer send papers within a week. No fault divorce, but he wanted me to sign away any claim to the house, the car, even the furniture we bought together. Said if I fought it, he'd make sure everyone knew I was being vindictive. I was staying at my sister's, sleeping on her couch, when I found out Emma had moved in with him. Not even trying to work things out with Dave. Just moved straight from one brother to the other like it had been the plan all along. Dave came by one night with a bottle of wine and eyes that looked as empty as mine felt. "She said they're in love," he told me. Said it started as friendship and grew into something neither of them could ignore. Like that makes it romantic instead of disgusting. How long were you married? 8 years. We have 2 kids. I started crying then. For him, for his kids, for the version of myself who'd woken up that Tuesday morning thinking I was building a life with someone who loved me. The worst part wasn't the betrayal. It was realizing how stupid I'd been. All those Tuesday nights Mark said he was helping Dave with house projects. All those times Emma hugged me extra long at family gatherings. All those inside jokes they shared that I thought were just sibling in-law closeness. I'd been the punchline of their joke for 2 years. My mom called every day, but our conversations were stilted. She didn't know what to say. Neither did my friends. How do you comfort someone whose marriage imploded via accidental sex tape in a family group chat? There's no greeting card for that level of humiliation. I tried dating apps after a few months. But in a town of 30,000 people, everyone knew my story. First dates ended early when guys realized who I was. Some wanted details. Others just looked uncomfortable, like public betrayal was contagious. Mark and Emma got engaged 6 months after our divorce was final. The announcement photo showed up on my Facebook feed even though I'd unfriended everyone in his family. They looked happy. Radiant. Like they'd overcome some great obstacle instead of destroying 2 marriages. I moved 3 hours away and started over. New job, new apartment, new life where nobody knew about the video. But I still check his social media sometimes, even though it makes me sick. They bought a house together. Got a dog. Post couple photos with captions about finding your person when you least expect it. The comments are always supportive. Friends and family who watched our marriage crumble now celebrate their love story like it's beautiful instead of built on betrayal and family destruction. I'll never have kids now. Not just because I'm 34 and starting over, but because I'll never trust someone enough again to build that kind of future. Every man I meet, I wonder what he's hiding. Every family gathering I attend alone, I feel like the cautionary tale everyone's trying not to mention. Dave remarried last year. His new wife seems nice. His kids call her mom now, which probably destroys Emma more than she'd ever admit. But that's not my problem anymore. I have a good job, a decent apartment, and a therapist who says I'm making progress. But progress toward what? I lost my husband, my home, my in-laws who were like family, my sense of trust, my ability to believe in love, and my place in a community where everyone knew my business. And somewhere in Mark's phone, that video probably still exists, a 15-second monument to the moment my life exploded in a family group chat meant for garden photos and birthday reminders. Some mistakes echo forever, even when you're not the one who made them.